Welcome again. Okay, we are still on. This is tutorial number 3. We need to, based on our variable, we need to make variable from different sections, and our data sets comprise different sections, and we need to merge them so as to have one data set, which will simplify us on analysis. So we need to merge these data sets. Okay, before merging data sets, first things which you need to have in your mind is uh, data sets is merged based on something called a unique identifier variables. So you have to know the a variable which is unique from both the data sets, so that in order to merge them. Okay. Once I go back to our some survey documents, we can find that here there is some variable which was mentioned in Wave 5. This as a unique identifier. Unique identifier. It's Y5 household ID. These as individual ID. So these are as a unique identifier variable. So we need to concatenate them so as to have one unique identifier variable in both sections. So here, so this we have this is wave 4, wave 5. Wave 5 we have two unique identifier variable, and let me uh, concatenate them to have one unique identifier variable. When I concatenate them, I will have one unit identifier variable. Now this is to check whether before I concatenate them, are they unit identifier or not. On Okay, then you can run here and see uh, individually is not unit identifier, so I have to concatenate them to have a unit identifier variable. Even when I look on the second variable, actually the result will be the same. The result will be the same. Variable used are not unique identifier with the observation. So I have to concatenate them to have a unit identifier variable. This is a command on how to make a unity identifier command. Because I have it before, let me drop that variable first. Okay, then I will concatenate them. This is a command. It's agent unit identifier. This is our new variable, which is going to be generated from variable 1 and second variable. This is a new variable. So we're generating new variable, which is here, as you can see. Then I can see if it's unit identifier variable. This is a new variable. Yeah, you can see there's no any error message, so it qualifies that this is a unique identifier variable on this dataset. So on section B dataset. So I have to make it the same on the second section, so as it will be easy to concatenate them. Okay, when I browse this datasets, these variables, I mean these two variables, I can see something. Let's look at something here. I want to browse this. I mean our new the old variables with our new generated variables to see how they look. Uh, how they look like. Okay, this is our new generated variable from variable 1 and variable 2. You can see in a rough digit, you can see 1 is here from the as it's appear here, 3 it's appear here, 5 it's appear here. So those individual 5 the attached it on the first variable. So this is a unity identifier variable, and we're going to use it on analysis. I mean on imaging. Okay. As we finish on the first variable, we need to save. We need to save. We need to save. I can save as. I can save as so as it will make it easy for me and not mix up things. I have folder for it call me new variable, new data set. I mean, we call it new data set. New data set. Section B. I can save it. So it's saved. Then I'll go on the second sections as we look here. So here I need to generate a unique identifier variable from each section. I have section B. Let's look on section C. So I'll do the same on section C. I'll open the datasets of section C. Section C. Okay, yeah, this is section C. Also, we have we need to create a unique identifier variable. We're going to use the same command. This one. This is a command which we're going to use to make a unique identifier variable. As you can see, once I browse them, I will end up with the same values from as you compare with a section B. So okay, so I can save them as section C, and I can save as section C. These are new data set section. These are section C. Section C. Okay, I'll do the same on section D. Okay, section D, I'll open datasets from section D. Okay, the variable, as we have the same variable here as the unit identifier. Okay, I will concatenate them. I will save as section D. Section D. I'll save as a section D. I'll look for other variables. B, we are done with section B. We are done with section B. Yeah. Let's look on section F. So let's create a unique identifier. Let's open a dataset from section F. Section F. This is section F. we do the same, and we save it again, section F on our new datasets, section F, section F, and do it again, section F. We have section I. Okay, we do again on section I. We open dataset section I. This is the section AI. This is section I. I'll do it again. I will do it again. I will make a new variable. Okay, here we can see that is it section is section I. There is not this is not individual. These are not individual. I mean individual questions. I can see on our variables. So what is in section I? Section I does not comprise. These are household questions, so it's very difficult to have individual issues. Okay, on section EI, well, the question is HI. Yeah, okay, major fuel used for cooking. Okay, these questions, this part is not individual questions. These are household questions. So we'll have another alternative how to create a unity identifier. So we're going to remain with its variables. As you can see that you cannot create a unity identifier here, and on the same applies on sulfur dioxide and so on. So for us, we made a bit on unit identifier for sections for section for sections B for individual questions. Section A are not also are not on individual levels. These are household levels. So also the same things will happen. We can't create unity identifier. We have only this is the household level and identifications. It should be a unit of no need of concatenate them. So the first things we need to do just to merge those data sets which are in individual level unit of analysis as we create them. So okay, I will open a section. I will open a section B. A section B. This is a section B. I will open it on not from this folder, the new one, the new section B, this one. So I will open it. We have the a unit identifier variable, so we need to merge them. Okay, I will merge and come here to okay, we in order to merge this data set, first you have to on those there are two ways on merging these data sets. You can use just a command here, or you can use user interface. For us, let us use the user interface so as to make it easy to navigate. Okay, we come here on data, and we have here combined datasets. We have to merge two datasets. There are several options here. And the selection of the options, it depends much on nature of two data sets which you want to merge. If there is a unique identifier between the two data sets, it means you merge one to one. Okay, let's select one to one, then our variable here will be a unique identifier. Okay, so I'm going to merge with the second section. We are going to merge with section B. Okay, then we click OK. So you can find that there is perfect merge. As you can see that the variable which is not merged, it is 0, while the variable which merge is our individual list of all households which were interviewed in this survey. So it is, as you can see, the number here, and here you can find that there is other variable called merge is appear here. So we need in order to merge you to the second part, we need to drop that the new variable merge, and from here then you can merge with the next data sets. We have with this we have this the same unique variable, so you can merge with section F. Can run the codes, and still we find we have also perfect match by all variables. I mean, these are a number of individuals which were interviewed in these surveys, and the 0 not matched. So it's one by one, and also the same. You have to drop a new variable called merge. So as okay, then lastly we're going to merge actually we're going to merge with I mean the last section C. Yeah, merge. Actually also what happened section F. Okay, then no section C. So we need to merge with section C. Section C. Okay, same. We get the same results as on all four sections. As you can see that section 1, section A, section B, I mean section, all four sections, all four sections we have the same results. So I can also drop this new generated variable, and I can save those this new variable. I can call it, this is individual section B, D, F, and C. This is an individual level. So I have data sets from individual level. I think for today it's enough. Okay, see you on the second part on how to merge the individual values with households variable. I mean individuals variable with household variable, which will not be one-to-one, as we found in individual level. We have merged one-to-one here, one-to-one for the second tutorial will be not one-to-one, because you can find that more than one households comprise the same information from more than one members of a household. They share the same characteristic, household characteristics, because they are from they are from one household. Yeah, so they are from the same household. So okay, get tuned. See you later. Thank you. I think you enjoy. Thank you.